Oscar Wilde, an influential writer and celebrity of his time, was married with children, and his wit, flamboyance, and genius was widely renowned.
Despite Wilde's fame, no one knew about his secret homosexual relationship with Lord Alfred Douglas, known as Bosie. Least of all his wife Constance, who fled the country with their 2 children and changed the family name.
Wilde began a legal battle with his lover's dad, the Marquis of Queensberry, after suing him for libel and slanderous accusations of homosexual practices which were at the time illegal. Queensberry destroyed Wilde's case by calling upon rent boys as witnesses who described Wilde's sexual encounters in court, which led to Wilde's arrest and imprisonment. He served 2 years in prison, suffering many illnesses, which brought him to death's door. Despite this, upon release, Wilde tried to reconcile his relationship with Constance, but ended up back with Bosie. However, this was short-lived, as the two could not cope with the personal stress of the union.
Wilde is now infamous as a gay martyr. His most notable novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, was recently made into a critically acclaimed motion picture showing how his legacy continues despite the homosexual scandal that ruined his career.
Dorian Gray is widely thought of by critics as a depiction of Wilde's homosexual double life, with the effeminacy of symbolism of flowers, the queer relationships between Dorian, Basil, and Harry, and the autoeroticism of Dorian's love for his own appearance. For instance, in the preface to Dorian Gray, Wilde wrote that the aim of art is to reveal art and conceal the artist, which further shows the novel to have biographical undertones.
Symbolic interactionists such as Goffman and Plummer have explained Wilde's life, behaviour, and writing as they consider homosexuality to be a form of role-taking, where the performance of individuals in various environments changes. For example, concealing his homosexual relationships by having a wife and children and a separate family life shows how he is performing to disguise his true sexuality.
Wilde's literature is said to give the love that dare not speak its name a voice of its own by the inclusion of homosexual undertones in his writing.